गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं
कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम्
ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां
ब्रह्मणस्पत
ब्रह्मणस्पत
आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्
श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः।
ॐ
भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नः सार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये
त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं भर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं भर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं कल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुजानमवशिष्यम् अवपुरुषात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात् अवदक्षिणात्
अवचोर्ध्वातात्
सर्वतोधात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात्। त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः
त्वमवस्थात्रयातीतः त्वं
देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यम्
त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं
रुद्रस्त्वं
इन्द्रस्त्वं अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं
सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्सुवरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीं तदनन्तरम्
अनुस्वारः परतरः
अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं विकारः पूर्वरूपम्
अकारो मध्यमरूपम्
अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरोत्तररूपम् नादस्सन्धानम् सगुंहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषि नित्यगायत्री छन्दः
महागणपतिर्देवता ॐ गणपतये नमः।
एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः। नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमदपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः।
ॐ सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। जुषमाणान आगाः विश्वाची भद्रासु मनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुतमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विदधे सुवीराः त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मागतः श्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधां महीन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विनामुभावा दत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधा सुरभिर्जुषताभु स्वाहा आमां मेधा सुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीका जुषन्ताम् मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि इन्द्रियं ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो राजो दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
तो डेली स्वामी जी की कक्षा होती है। आज की हमारी जो कक्षा है वो आदरणीय कल्याण मुथुराजन जी लेने वाले हैं। कल्याण जी एक सीनियर टेक्नोक्रेट है जो 30 से भी अधिक वर्षों से वेरियस टॉप आईटी कंपनीज में सर्विंग रहे हैं और पूज्य स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती जी जो आर्ष विद्यापीठ के हैं उनके शिष्य हैं और जो गुरु माता है हमारी स्वामिनी जी उनके गुरु भाई भी है। और आप वेद घन पाठी है, आईआईटी बीएचयू से ग्रेजुएट हैं और आगामी अगले कुछ दिनों तक हमारी जो कक्षाएं होती है प्रज्ञानम ब्रह्म की आपके ही मार्गदर्शन में।
ऑडियो आ रहा है? लाइट नहीं जल रहा, लाइट नहीं है।
हाँ, नरेंद्र को बोलो सेल लेके वो आ गया। बंद करके करो उसको।
Sit comfortably. Sukham Stiram Asanam. Based on your comfort, you can sit in Sukhasana, Siddhasana, or Padmasana also. Should be a stable posture. Back is upright, not very stiff. but at the same time not bending also. Palms on the thighs. Adjust your shoulders, neck, head. Just make sure there is no stress anywhere. You can gently open your eyes and slowly close it so that there are no wrinkles. Imagine the statue of Buddha, the eyes gently closed. As you will find in the statue of Buddha. Once your body is settled, bring your attention to the top of your head. Just mentally say, my head is relaxed. I let go any stress. I am free from that part of my body. You come to the forehead. Just let go any stress. And see that you are free from that part. Similarly, now come to the eyebrows, the left eyebrow, and the right eyebrow. Let go any stress. Left eyelid, right eyelid, left eye, right eye, your nose, the left nostril, right nostril. Now the left ear, the left ear lobe. Just see the stress go away. And you just say, I let go of that part. Right ear lobe, right ear, and the space in between the two ears. Now the upper lip, lower lip, teeth, tongue. Just let go. The cheeks, left cheek, right cheek, the chin, back of the head. Now your whole face and the head is free of any stress. Now bring your attention to your neck, back of the neck, left shoulder, right shoulder, left arm, left elbow, left forearm, left wrist, the palm, the back of the hand, the fingers on the left hand, the nails. As you focus your attention, you see the stress go away. Now come to the right hand, right arm, right elbow, right forearm, the right wrist, palm, back side of the hand, the right fingers and the nails. Now come to the central part of the body, chest, stomach, abdomen, back, spinal cord. Just observe. Release any stress. Then to your left thigh, left knee, calf muscle, ankle, left foot, fingers, bottom of your leg, and feel your leg touching the ground. The entire weight takes all your stress into the ground. You feel light. Now to the right leg, thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, foot, and the fingers. Again, see that all the weight gets transferred through your legs onto the ground. The body is light, no stress, no pressure. You can feel the breath going in and coming out. Turn your attention for a few minutes on your breath. And as you focus on it, it will automatically settle down into a smooth rhythm. Now imagine blue sky, and see that you are objective to the sky. You have no agenda. You just enjoy the sky. Imagine a natural scenery, mountains, trees, the birds in flight. You have no agenda. You just enjoy their existence. The rivers, the wind, even people at large, crowds. You have no agenda. Now bring to your mind your mother. This is how she is, or this is how she was. I have no agenda. I give her the space to be what she is. I leave her outside while I care for her. Sparshan bahyan bahikritva. Leave the external things outside. My father, I am bringing to my attention. My father, this is how he is, or this is how he was. I have no agenda. I let him be what he is. I accept him as he is in total. I give him the space. I care for him, but I keep him outside. My siblings, spouse, children, teacher, anybody who affects me. I see the fact that each person is a full person, Purnaha. They are what they are. I give them their space. If I were in their shoes, I would not have been any different. So I accept them fully. I give them their space to be what they are, and I have no agenda. Now come to your own self. Look at yourself. This is how I am. This is how I look. This is how I think. This is how I behave. I am kind to me. I accept myself in total. Now I am free to meditate. Sagunat Brahma Vishaya Manasavyaparah Dhyanam. Dhyanam is a cyclic activity on Sagunat Brahman. Bring your Ishta Devata into your attention and spend a few minutes in any kind of upasana, puja that you wish. Whenever the mind goes away, just bring it back. Yato yato nischarati tatastato niyamya. Bringing back the mind which goes away is part of dhyana. Just keep your mind on the Ishta Devata. It is the nature of the mind to go out. But as you realize Just bring it back and continue. Om. Now bring your attention back to your body. Again from the top of the head to your toes. Just feel each part getting back a fresh boot of energy filled with divinity and the air of freshness. Every part is divine and energetic. The head, the eyebrows, eyes, nose, face, neck, shoulders, all the way. Once we are fully back, we can chant Omkara 3 times together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. This is a Shanti mantra. We can see the meaning for this today. So this one, if you look at this Shanti mantra, I'll use Hindi and English together totally. वो शांति मंत्र को देखेंगे तो इसमें पूर्णम अतः पूर्णम इदम पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव अवशिष्यते. 7 बार एक पूर्ण आता है. Purna is the only noun here. Then you have 2 pronouns. Idam, adaha. Then you have 3 verbs. Udachyate, adaya, avasishyate. Now somebody went to a Panditji and asked the meaning, one Britisher. He said, that is Purnam, that is whole, this is whole, from whole came, then if you take Purna, wholeness out of wholeness, wholeness remains. This fellow thought for some time and he said, it is prattling of infantile mind. जिसको कुछ समझ नहीं है वो कुछ बोल रहा है करके चला गया वो. Now is it really that? Let's look at it. What does adaha mean? What does idam mean? Purnam adaha. We'll come to Purnam. But adaha क्या है? Idam क्या है? Adaha means that जो अपने what to say in Hindi, that which is not available for immediate cognition, जो अपने बुद्धि के नजदीक में नहीं है उसको अधहा बोलते हैं. परोक्ष बोल सकते हैं. जो अपना नजदीक, that which is available for my immediate cognition is called idam. This cloth, this floor, this body, these people. What is in the next room, even though we say that, but that is only because of Sannikarsha. Once you go near it, that is also idam. Switzerland also is part of idam. It is part of my this cognition. In Sampradaya, the idam सभी this cognition को बोलते हैं. Whatever is available for this idam taya yadyat grihyamanam, whatever is available for this cognition is idam. That way अगर स्वर्ग है वो भी idam ही है, नरक है वो भी idam है, वैकुंठ है वो भी idam है. अगर भगवान है जैसे हम भगवान को समझते हैं वो भी idam ही है. So whatever is available and my emotion भी idam है. मेरा एंगर आया मेरा अज्ञान भी इदम है, मेरा ज्ञान भी इदम है, because I know what I know. Cow has two horns. It's a knowledge. I know I have that knowledge. I don't know what is a bison. That ignorance also is available to me. वो भी idantaya I have. So what is this adaha? Okay. So whatever is not available for this cognition can only be adaha. And that is not Bhagavan. Bhagavan is included in this cognition. So what is not there? Adaha. If idam is all the objects, then ek hi hai adaha, which is the subject. जो ये सबको देखने वाला है, उसका स्वरूप is not available for this cognition. वो idam नहीं बन सकता ना कभी. So the adaha is actually aham. Now the question is purnaha adaha, purnaha idam. Purnaha means it is total. It cannot leave anything out. Here I am saying two things are there. Adaha, which is aham, then idam. So one is limiting the other. Avachedaka. Avachedaka, avachedyam. The idam leaves out the aham. The aham leaves out the idam. So obviously both of them cannot be purna. Because when I say idam, aham is left out means aham cannot be purna. Idam also cannot be purna. So how does it say aham idam purna? Both are purna. Now if you have to understand, you have to look at it from purnam perspective. Instead of looking at aham idam to see, then what is purna? When you say something is purnam, a purna cannot have a form. ये समझना है पहले. Because रूप नहीं हो सकता पूर्ण के लिए. क्यों? अगर पूर्ण है तो उसके सिवा कुछ और नहीं है. अगर कुछ और नहीं है तो इसका रूप कैसे? How will you define the form? Suppose I say this statue is there. There is a form. How do you know there is a form? Because there is space around it. There are different objects. तो इसलिए इसको I can separate, किसी दूसरे वस्तु से अलग करके देख सकते हैं. अगर पूर्ण है तो किससे उसे अलग करोगे? So there cannot be a form for any purna. That is the first thing. Okay. Now, how do you understand what is this formless? That we have to go to Shruti only. First, we have to start from, because we are talking here about a jnana. We will talk about why Shruti and all in another session. अभी सिर्फ पूर्ण मतलब पूर्णमिदम समझेंगे. तो श्रुति के पास ही जाना पड़ेगा. Okay, to understand what it is. Shruti means Veda. I think most of you know. So Veda says there is one Brahma, okay, which is Nirguna. So I said Purnam has to be Nirguna. Okay. Because a guna means there is one more. When I say blue, there should be a non-blue. I can नहीं तो blue, I can't recognize what is blue. तो इसका मतलब जब भी द्वैत होगा तभी गुण हो सकता है. अगर गुण है तो द्वैत होना ही है. तो अगर सब पूर्ण है तो निर्गुण ही हो सकता है. कोई चॉइस नहीं है उधर. तो ये ब्रह्मन इज शोन एज जगत कारणम निर्गुणम ब्रह्म कारण फॉर द जगत, एंड इट इज शोन एज सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम. ये शास्त्र बता रहा है. नो विच मीन्स ये हमें क्या समझना है? ये इदम है और अतः है, ये दोनों एक ही कारण से है. इफ एक ही कारण से है देन इट कैन बी अ पूर्ण, राइट? That means what is it saying? We are not dismissing duality. See, this is the problem. सब माया है, illusion है, ऐसा नहीं है. People think Advaita से सब कुछ माया है. Then where is Maya? I am seeing people, I am seeing road, I am talking, you are listening. ये सब है. माया कहाँ से हो गया? तो we don't dismiss the existence of a perception of duality. ये नहीं बोल रहे, शास्त्र ये नहीं बोल रहा है. शास्त्र की दृष्टि है कि ये रियल नहीं है. सत्य क्या है? ये परसेप्शन है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हमें परसेप्शन का प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, सत्यत्व का प्रॉब्लम है. Is it real or unreal? That is what Shastra is talking about. One part and another part, you have parts, standard example, stock example of Advaita Vedanta. No? So part है, jar है, कप है, टम्बलर है. तो प्रॉब्लम यह है कि ये बड़ा पॉट ये समझता है मैं ही बड़ा हूँ, और छोटा पॉट का प्रॉब्लम कॉम्प्लेक्स है कि मैं छोटा हूँ और मैं टाइम वाइज लिमिटेड हूँ. ये सभी तो प्रॉब्लम है. अपना प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं कि मैं दूसरे लोग को देख रहा हूँ, इससे मेरा क्या प्रॉब्लम है? माई प्रॉब्लम इज लिमिटेशन. आई एम नॉट एबल टू एक्सेप्ट माई लिमिटेशन, यही तो प्रॉब्लम है. सो आई एम नॉलेज वाइज लिमिटेड. मेरा ये पता नहीं कि अगर ये सांस गया तो वापस आएगा कि नहीं, इतना तक नहीं पता है. नॉर आई नो एनीथिंग अबाउट व्हाट इज व्हाई आई एम हियर. वन डे आई ओपन माय आईज, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड वर्ल्ड. उसके पहले मैं था कि नहीं था मुझे नहीं पता. अगर मैं 10 साल के बाद हूँगा कि नहीं मुझे नहीं पता. ये देह कैसे काम कर रहा है ये भी नहीं पता. कर रहा है ठीक है, मैं हूँ बस. व्हेन आई गो टू बेड देयर इज नो गारंटी आई विल गेट अप नेक्स्ट डे. And our knowledge also is so limited. Somebody says Bhagavan is there, somebody says Bhagavan is not there. Somebody says Bhagavan looks like this, somebody says he looks some other way. And why should I even know Bhagavan? How does it? Doesn't matter to me. No, see, हर लोग का भगवान है कि नहीं, इससे हमें क्या मतलब? Actually speaking, we want to be happy. बस I am worried about my limitation. No, आत्मनस्तु कामाय सर्वम प्रियम भवति. भगवान के ऊपर प्यार भी अपने लिए है कि नहीं? I mean, he will do something good. He is all mercy. He is all, kindness. So, because it is about me finally, right? So we all want freedom from limitation, because I am not acceptable to me as an individual who's limited. मेरा एक सीमित है, ज्ञान सीमित है, और शक्ति सीमित है, हैप्पीनेस सीमित है, and it comes and goes. So this is not acceptable to human mind. Limitation is not acceptable. That is why we want to break away from limitation. So we think by accumulating things we will become infinite. तो इसके लिए तो every day we get up and do something. So I think अगर ये I get, I am happy, I get this, I am happy. तो ये limitations का ही removal of this limitation is my objective. Now coming to this Purnam. So this Purnam, this Shastra comes and says there is one Karanam, Jagat Karanam, on which both Aham and Idam are. Okay. That Karanam is Brahma, which is Satyam Jnanam Ananta. That is what is the Shastra is saying. And is it recognizable? Is it something which I need to believe or I need to see? Okay. Now, if all that is here is the same Karana, I cannot, Shastra cannot tell you believe it, because if all that is here is Nirgunam one Brahma, it should be knowable to you. Okay. At the same time, like I said, the Aham and Idam being Parichedaka, Parichedya for each other, they cannot individually be Purna. Okay. Only Karanatvena Purna. Okay. So now Shastra shows a simple fact. That, let's take, okay, I'll explain it like this. There is a kapda. Okay. This is what is known to me. Nyayam, right? This is the object. And I am a subject. Okay. When I say there is a cloth, I am saying, how does the existence of cloth is there when I say cloth consciousness is. Okay. ये कपड़ा चैतन्य है, कपड़ा की ज्ञान है, let's say. Then when I say statue is, then I am conscious of the statue. एक statue consciousness है. When I say moon, moon consciousness is right. I am conscious of the moon. I say this body is, the body consciousness is. Abhi, if you see this is what Shankaracharya says in Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha. Okay. There he says, Gataha asti, Pataha asti, San Gataha, San Pataha, San Mataha, and all that. What is the substantive? What is the adjective? When I say pot is, we think pot is the substantive and pot has a easiness in time. But if you actually see in your cognition, I know it's a little overhead, but just try to assimilate how much you can. So there is pot is now there is a cognition, there is a pot. So I say pot consciousness is there. Then there is another rat comes. So there is rat consciousness is. Then in my cognition a car comes. Car cognition is. Then an anger comes. Anger. So इसमें क्या बदलते जा रहा है, क्या बिना बदलता टिकता है. Consciousness is always there, and a cat, rat, mat, everything attaches itself to it. ठीक है. So then Shastra comes and says that the consciousness is what is the reality, and everything else is name and form which sticks to it. Okay. In all 3 points, in fact, what is time? When you say 3 points in time, we say, call kya hai? Call also, if you see, right, time, there is no tangible thing called time. Time is when you say, okay, I say, what is a day, 24 hours? What is the reality of 24 hours is an hour. 24 hours का unit है hour, ठीक है. And what is 1 hour? 60 minutes. So 1 hour is made up of minutes. Minutes सत्य है, hour का सत्य minutes है. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So minute का भी सत्य क्या है? Second है. And 1 second also breaks further into microsecond, nanosecond, whatever, goes on and on and on. And the reality of the time is the presence. In the presence, you are superimposing a span, and that is called kala. Correct, no? Similarly, you take an object, you take this cloth. Okay. Cloth, what is it? What is a cloth? It is collection of fabric. And so fabric cannot be cloth. Okay. A collection of fabric, we say. So the truth of cloth is one fabric, one tissue. And then one tissue, what is the truth of it? It is some fiber, something. Then what is the truth of that? It has its own karana, which is atoms, anu, whatever. And that has its own karana. That again, it stops where? In the presence. Consciousness is where objects also have their reality. Time has its reality in consciousness is. Space also has its reality in consciousness is. Okay. So now that is I am is also based on the consciousness is. O Satyam Jnanam Anantam, which is Purnam, is the cause for Aham and Idam. Okay. Now it says Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachidam. Okay. So now we don't know whether it is Idam Purnam or Adav Purnam. Purnat Purnamudachide means what? But it has said in the first line itself, Purnamadaha Purnamidam. Okay. Then Purnat Purnamudachite, when you say, obviously the first one is what? Adav Purnam, right? Adav Purnat Idam Purnam Mudachite. So what is the Adav Purnam we said? Aham, the subject. So from the subject is what the objects have come. That's what it means. So how is that possible? Okay, in fact, I'll ask you another question. When both are Purnam, how can one Purnam become cause of another Purnam? It cannot, no? The only way it can become is, suppose there is a lump of gold. From lump of gold, chains are born, bangles are born, rings are born. है ना सब कुछ. Birth तो हुआ है, but really there is no birth. So it is one Purnam Swarna है, but मिथ्यात्व रूप में वो चेन का जनन हुआ है, रिंग का जनन. So the only way one पूर्णम can give birth to another पूर्णम is through a सत्यम मिथ्या. एक सत्य वस्तु मिथ्याभूत विषय का जन्म देता है. ठीक है. That is why Shastra says Brahma, that is his consciousness, is Satyam, and Jagat is dependent on it. Why? Because any cognition you have, whatever you have, can you ever see whatever objectified being separate from a consciousness which is witnessing it? Never. Without a consciousness cognizing an object, the object's existence itself cannot be established. There is one standard thing, no? When there is a डेसर्ट, उशर देश है, वहाँ एक पेड़ क्या गिर रहा है, तो उससे उधर कोई नहीं है, उधर शब्द है कि नहीं, गिरने का शब्द कैसे? सी द साउंड इज एग्जिस्ट ओनली इफ इट इज हर्ड, करेक्ट? विदाउट ईयर देयर इज नो साउंड. सो एन इनर्ट ऑब्जेक्ट cannot, there is never an inert object without inertness being pervaded by a consciousness. Without, see ये है mic है, ये mic कैसे है? Its existence is there because ये mic has been perceived. किसी consciousness में perceive ना होते के सिवा एक जड़ वस्तु का अस्तित्व ही establish नहीं होता है. ठीक है ना? And हर एक thing that you experience जड़ ही है. Anything including emotions is jada, and whatever you perceive, you can see people moving, so you infer that there is a consciousness, but you don't objectify consciousness. So whatever is available for objectification is only jada vastu, है कि नहीं? and हर जड़त्व जो है बिना चेतन चैतन्य के व्यापार बनने के सिवा उसका अस्तित्व ही नहीं है. तो इससे ये पता चलता है जब जब जड़त्व है तब तब वहाँ चैतन्य है कि नहीं? लेकिन जब जब चैतन्य है तब वहाँ जड़त्व की जरूरत नहीं है. तो जहाँ जहाँ मृत है, जहाँ जहाँ घट है, मृत घट है, वहाँ मृत की होना आवश्यक है. लेकिन जहाँ मृत है वहाँ घट होने का आवश्यकता नहीं है. इसलिए मृत सत्य है, घट जो है वो मिथ्या है. उसका प्रतीति होता है लेकिन अस्तित्व नहीं है. अस्तित्व तो मृत में ही है. वैसे ही जब भी मैं जड़त्व को देखता हूँ वहाँ चैतन्य है. बिना चैतन्य के रहते मैं जड़त्व का प्रतीत ही नहीं हो सकता है. लेकिन चैतन्यत्व का रहने के लिए जड़त्व की जरूरत ही नहीं है. इसलिए चैतन्य सत्य है, जड़त्व तो मिथ्या ही है. तो तब एक ही है पूर्ण. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते. चैतन्यत्व से ही जड़त्व की है मिथ्या रूप में जनन. पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव अवशिष्यते. जो नाम रूप निकलने से ये वस्तु नहीं हटता है ना, तो वस्तु सदैव रहता है. यही है पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव अवशिष्यते. सत्यम मिथ्या का ही ये दर्शन है, न कि prattling of infantile mind. वो समझना. But I know first session itself I took पूर्णमदः, but ये समझना जरूरी है. We'll see next class. Om. What do we chant now?
शन्नो मित्रम
शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवद्र्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारम्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ